As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really...
Brings into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
You know, in a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back, it's Mendoza. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for second down. On the run, it's Timby. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know,
turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aller. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Lowers those pads. He now has 106 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Ross. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they've regained the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 6 over Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He's looking to pass. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And the Hoosiers are threatening on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Release to the back. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana! Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The give to the back.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback keeper. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Allard. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking for space, it's Hemby. Got the first down and more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Snap it to the back. Finding an escape route. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Dances away. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Found the spot in the defense. On the sweet spin, he's free. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Still on his feet at the 25. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this up.
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Now improvising. Fires on the move. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Hoosiers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Past the stakes, and he may get more. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 9 to SMU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's a draw. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Grab near the marker. It's Cooper. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field,
makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Makes the grab. It's Becker. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And this throw is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Trying to find the end zone. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
On the run, it's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. You're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To throw, it's Mendoza. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws, they're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. On the move. Tackled there by the defense.
Man, this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I got to keep in mind the situation. It's still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here and put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you've just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finds a crease at the 20.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Hemby.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They give it to him again. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football